Uninsured motorist coverage is very important in Louisiana, particularly because there's a lot of people running around on the streets operating vehicles without insurance or without an adequate amount of insurance. The minimum state coverage is $1530, meaning $15,000 of coverage per person, 30 for a car if that person or car were to, for example, cause an injury to somebody in some type of side swipe or rear end collision or whatever. In that instance, if, for example, I were in a car and I were rear-ended and I suffered serious injuries, if the car that hit me behind me only had $1530, I would only be entitled to get $15,000 of damages from the person behind me that rear-ended me, even if I had $100,000 in medical bills. So what you're able to purchase in Louisiana, and what actually, when you buy insurance, you're presumed to have uninsured motorist coverage, which allows you to protect yourself, but insurance companies often get you to select either a rejection outright of uninsured motorist coverage or to select lower limits. Insurance companies must have you fill out that form if they're going to limit you to that type of coverage. For example, I have a significant amount of my own personal coverage because I see what happens when people suffer serious injuries but don't have enough coverage. As an example, if I were to ride in a friend's car and we were in an accident, the way it would work is if I suffered serious injuries, the first layer of insurance would be the person behind me would be responsible to pay. If that person only had $15,000 in coverage, for example, then the car that I would in Louisiana would be the next layer of insurance. If my friend had, let's just say, $50,000, $100,000 in insurance, then I would be available to make a claim up to that $50,000 in insurance. And then if I had a larger claim, if I had more serious injuries and couldn't work as a lawyer, for example, or I lost my sight, or couldn't use my right hand, which was my dominant hand, then I might have a claim where it's substantially more than $50,000. In that instance, I would be able to tap into my own uninsured motorist coverage that I purchased to protect me. When you buy uninsured motorist in Louisiana, it protects you, whether in your own car, in somebody else's car. It's very important to know about it if you're an individual in an accident. It's important to consult with a lawyer to know what your rights are. And I advise everybody to get uninsured motorist. Whatever they can afford, I recommend it because it's presumed to be provided to you under Louisiana law equal to your liability limits.